YouTube? What's going on Facebook? Big Dog Brett, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. You know, we always do that little intro thing. So today we're going to be discussing the Atlanta Legends and the Birmingham Iron. You know, I've really contemplated to not make any more of these videos for Atlanta Legends. It is just, it's basically getting kicked in the teeth over and over and over and over. By far the worst team in the AAF, and I don't understand how in the heck that happened. Oh yeah, I do. I'll get to that in a minute. Oh my God. So I woke up this morning after a long day yesterday. I've been working in the garage making some stuff the wife wanted made for Easter and whatnot, so I didn't get around to making a video yesterday. Today, today I decided I wanted to make the video, and I typically do my homework ahead of time. This morning I started looking through everything, and then I typically try to convince myself that it's not as bad. It's not as bad as I want it, or excuse me, as I think it is in my mind. Today was the first time that I looked at something and I went, wow, it may actually be, no wait, it is worse. It's way worse than what I thought. So I pull up the spread, I pull up the numbers, I pull up stats, I look at some of the other journalism stuff that's going around to find out kind of how the feel is, you know. And some of these guys do a really good job of tracking down these stats so that I don't have to. I mean, there's guys that make a living off of figuring out who played third base for the Pirates in 1976. And they just know it off the top of their head. I'm not that guy. I have to go look the stats up. But this morning, reading an article, and I'll give credit to Action Network. Here's the numbers. It's the spread is Iron -6. The over/under is 38. 4 p.m. today on CBS Network. And it's just terrible. I mean, they start going into this, and in the week 7, Atlanta's 36-6 loss to Orlando was probably the most embarrassing loss I've seen. But let's talk a little bit here. If you had to guess the point differential between where the Atlanta Legends are at and where everybody else is at, you'd say, I don't know, it's significant. But would you guess 117 points? That's the deficit. The next closest is Memphis at 39. We got almost 3 times as many points in a gap as they do, and some people have been considering Memphis as the worst team in the league. There's no way. And then the next one is Salt Lake at 13. Everybody else is either winning or competitive. Obviously, Aaron Murray's been the starter here for a while, but we're consistently turning in like 30-point losses. What in the heck? He has yet to throw a game for multiple touchdowns. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. We've only scored 14 points once this season. Once, more than 14 points, once. Birmingham has looked good in some games, and they've looked okay in others. They've lost a couple. But the loss they had last week was to Memphis. So who knows? Do I expect the Atlanta Legends to come out and win this game? Absolutely not. One of the other YouTube content makers, one of my favorite guys, Uncle Lou, he made a video and he said, now I know how Tennessee fans feel. And I said, you know, I've been thinking that. And then I really thought about it, and I was like, wow, that's pretty much accurate. Whether it's Florida, or I mean not Florida, whether it's South Carolina or Tennessee or Vandy or whomever your team is, I am really not used to pulling for a team that is this much of a failure. And I don't know if it's the coaching. I don't know if homework's not being done on the plays, but this is, I don't know, man. It's like watching high school football, guys that have never coached football before, trying to teach other players how to play football against other coaches that know how to play football. Aaron Murray throwing balls into traffic, Matt Sims throwing balls into traffic. I mean, there's times when Aaron Murray looks like a freaking Super Bowl caliber quarterback, and then there's times that he looks like a middle school grade quarterback. It's killing me, man. It is killing me. Because I want this league to do well. I want these teams to do well. But it doesn't seem to me like these guys play like it's a job interview, and that's what it is. The only player on the team that I think is showing NFL caliber skill is our field goal kicker. Hungwo Kuji whatever. Young Ho Koo or something. I can't even pronounce the dude's name. But he's the best player on the team. He's the only one who seems to be taking this seriously, man. And then I try to find spots of brilliance, and you go back and you go, wow, that series looked really good, or wow, man, that was a great defensive stop. And then all of a sudden, man, it just falls apart. I don't know. I don't know if the guys aren't putting in the work. They just don't care. Find that hard to believe. You would think with $1 million contracts on the line, they'd be doing their absolute best. And then there's this talk around the league of, oh, they're going to fold. Oh, they're not going to fold. Oh, they're going to fold. Oh, they're not going to fold. I don't know. I don't know. But I can tell you at this point, if it folds, the people that's going to be hurt the most is the players that's trying to get back in to football. But I don't think the league is going to fold. I think that it makes enough money in the offseason because there's nothing else on TV. That they'll make enough money from the advertising and whatnot to be able to continue the league on. That having been said, the only thing we have going in our favor right now is that we don't have anybody on the injured list. That's about it. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'll tell you like this, if they continue to play like they were playing the last couple of weeks, this team will be lucky to have 2 freaking wins all season. I'd love to walk away with a win over Birmingham Iron, but I don't see it happening. I guess my score prediction for the game, I'm gonna pick the Atlanta Legends to lose this one. I might as well, because when I pick them to win, they don't win. The fact that we don't score over 14 points makes it real hard to pick a score for this game. I'm going to say 9 points because we can't seem to get a 2-point conversion. I'm going to say 30. I'm doing the math in my head here. I'm going to say 30-9. I think 30-9 is probably what we're going to end up with. I don't see that we're going to really stop their defense. I mean, they didn't do that great. They did a pretty good job against Memphis scoring points, but with us, I think they'll do a better job. So 30-9, Birmingham Iron. Take it for what it is. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Big Dog Brett. Have a great day. God bless. Go Dogs.